So you're sitting in your living room one evening. It's a quiet night. Nothing unusual seems to be happening until suddenly your phone starts ringing. You pick up the phone, and when you look at the caller ID, it reads unknown. Hesitantly, you decide to answer the call. On the other side of the line is an advanced civilization from far beyond our world. They've traveled across the galaxies to send a message to us. They want to talk about peace and cooperation. We humans are a funny bunch, okay? And so the aliens are curious to learn more about us before deciding whether or not they can trust us. We have no idea how the scenario described above would actually play out, but researchers have put forth some ideas about what might happen if we ever received a credible message from an extraterrestrial species. Some experts believe that first contact would occur through radio signals. Okay. Many scientists agree that this would be the most practical way for an extraterrestrial civilization to contact us. According to astronomer Seth Shostak, it would be too risky to travel to Earth just to make first contact. So instead, aliens would likely send messages into space with the hope that their words would reach intelligent life. If this were the case, it's possible that humanity would receive a lot of warnings in advance of an alien arrival. According to John Brandenburg, a former NASA engineer, aliens wouldn't want to just pop into our solar system unannounced. Instead, they would likely send probes into our solar system years before arriving themselves. This would allow them to learn more about our capabilities and determine whether or not we posed any threat to them. We would see these probes coming long before they reached Earth, giving humanity plenty of time to prepare for arrival. However, the majority of scientists think that aliens would contact us directly. First, if they were able to travel to our planet, they would likely do so through wormholes. Wormholes would allow them to bypass the vast distances between stars and reach us much faster. In fact, wormholes would effectively allow them to teleport to our world. And if they could do this, they may choose to appear in front of world leaders and other influential people first. Or perhaps they'd hold a press conference that would broadcast around the globe. If they wanted to ensure that everyone on the planet heard their message, they could broadcast their words into the minds of every human on the planet. They could also use advanced technology to display their message on every television screen and smartphone at the same time. But what exactly would the aliens say to us? Researchers have theorized that they would likely introduce themselves and explain where they came from. They would probably tell us their history and how they became a spacefaring civilization. They might also explain how they traveled to our world and why they chose to do so. The aliens may also try to assess our intelligence level by asking us questions about our world. They would want to know how advanced we were and whether or not we were a threat to them. It's even possible that the aliens would attempt to communicate with us telepathically. This would allow them to learn more about our thoughts and determine if we were truly intelligent.
Aliens might also try to form a connection with us and learn more.
They would want to know what our hopes and dreams were and what our world was like. In short, they would want to know everything about us. As for how we should respond, researchers suggest that we should be honest and open with the aliens. We should tell them about our world and our people and our hopes for the future. We should also be respectful and polite, even if the aliens were not the same as us. After all, they had traveled across the galaxy to visit us. Okay, so they must have been curious about our world. It's also important to remember that the aliens would have encountered many different cultures in their travels. So they would have seen many different ways of life. Therefore, we should not be afraid to show them our culture and our traditions. We should be proud of who we are and what we have accomplished, and we should also be hopeful for the future. We should show the aliens that we are a peaceful and intelligent species, and that we are capable of great things. Of course, there's also the possibility that the aliens won't be friendly. In this case, we should still be honest and open with them, but we should also be prepared to defend ourselves. We don't know what the aliens would be like, so we should be prepared for anything. However, most researchers agree that if the aliens were hostile, we would be in big trouble. There's no doubt that they would be more advanced than us, so we would likely stand no chance against them. Some people believe that if aliens ever did visit Earth, it would be the end of humanity. After all, if they were able to reach our world, then they would be much more advanced than us. Why wouldn't they just enslave or destroy us? Okay, but even if the aliens weren't hostile, we still wouldn't stand a very good chance. They would be able to use their advanced technology to control us or even experiment on us. So if aliens ever did visit Earth, it would be a very dangerous proposition. However, there are some experts who believe that aliens wouldn't be interested in interacting with us at all. According to astronomer Carl Sagan, if aliens were visiting Earth, it would be because they had some special reason for doing so. In other words, they would have some purpose in mind. For example, they may have come to study our world, or they may have come to learn about us. But whatever their reasons, it's unlikely that they would have anything to do with us. Sagan believed that aliens would see us as nothing more than animals, and we would be lucky if they even noticed we existed. There are many theories about what would happen if aliens ever made first contact with us. But the truth is, we just don't know. It all depends on the aliens and their intentions. If they were friendly, it could be the start of a new era for humanity. We could learn from them and explore the galaxy together. But if they were hostile, it could be the end of our world as we know it. All we can do is speculate. So now, it's time to hear from you. What do you think would happen if aliens ever contacted us? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and share this video if you enjoyed it, okay? And thanks for watching.